My name is Benjamin Harris. I live here in Tyrone. I've been born and raised in Georgia pretty much. So I'm a third generation preacher's kid. My grandfather was a pastor, or is a pastor. My dad's a pastor. So I grew up in the church. Saved, accepted Christ as my Savior when I was very young, like I said, and grew up in the church, did small groups and devotionals, and went on a 20-year hiatus prodigal son journey after I graduated high school and went to college. I found the book online on a Facebook ad, and I started reading it, and I went through the section where it's about finding your identity as the son. And I was having a conversation with God, and He said, "What is your name?" "Keith Benjamin Harris." "What does it mean?" "The word Benjamin means son of the right hand." "And what do you go by?" "I go by Ben." "Yes, you're my son, with whom I'm well pleased." And to hear that from the God that created this universe was amazing. And I never felt that just overwhelming love and that joy and peace. And so all of these things are just going on in my life, and I was just searching and thirsty and hungry, and that book hit me right where I needed it and when I needed it. So then Tuesday night rolls around, and it's wake up at 4 a.m. I'm like, I gotta find this book. It was so clear. The message was so easy to understand. It was just hitting me so perfect. And I just wanted other people to feel that same, type of change. And so this man that wrote this book, his corporate office is 4 miles from my house. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm trying to look and find this book to share with people. That Wednesday I drive and I tell them what's going on and how God's just doing all these changes and just everything. And I said, I need a case of books. And I'm like, whole case? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm going to a small group. So with the small group, I gave out the first case of books. So I came back then 2 weeks later and I said, hey, I need another case of books. And I'm like, another case of books? And I explained, God was just doing a number on my life, where I wanted to share. It was just that deep, overwhelming sense of God's love that was just overflowing. Everything I read was just hitting home, from the prodigal son journey and coming back and God having His arms wide open, accepting and loving and just waiting on me to return. And the overwhelming feeling of comfort and peace. I could relate to all that after having a son, and can imagine him being gone and coming back and returning, and the love that I would feel for him and the creator of this universe that just knows every hair on my head and just poured His favor and love and blessing. It was overwhelming, and it was things that I just had to share. If I hadn't picked the book up, I'd probably just be your normal, everyday, chair 2 Christian going to church on Sundays, just living to live. When you get that overflow of God's love, it restored a passion. It restored desire and need and want to serve and to worship. My name is Ben Harris, and I'm a son of God.